peppermint and chocolate, a classic combination. There's your peppermint patties and the classic Girl Scout cookies Thin Mints. Everybody knows that peppermint and chocolate taste awesome together, but have you ever thought, what would happen if we took the wonderful taste of peppermint and chocolate and put it in a pie? That's what I'm going to be showing you how to do today. As you can see, I have already made one cake, and it has made quite the mess. I recommend doing this at a time when you know you'll have time to clean up, and I also recommend wearing old clothes like I am now, so in case you get anything on yourself, it's not a big deal. So here's the ingredients that you're going to need, and yes, I'm showing you on top of my washing machine for lack of counter space. You're going to need hot fudge, Oreos, and you can use any kind of Oreos. In one cake we use the ones with mint filling, but these are just the normal ones. Mints, a half a cup of butter, 1.75 quarts of peppermint candy. Now, flavored ice cream. Now, the recipe says to use 2 quarts, but I actually tried the recipe once, and this was plenty. And whipped topping. Okay, so I forgot to mention this, but you're going to need 2 pounds of Oreos. The package that I have, these are the Meyer chocolate double O's, not Oreos, they're having a sale, are 14.14 ounces, and that's about a pound, and that's, so you would need 2 of these. And that's what I've been using, and it's fine. So what you're going to do is you're going to put them in a bag. This is a clean trash bag. It's just the biggest that I had. And you're going to mash it up. So I'm a bit of a spaz, so I'm not going to lie. I start mashing by going like this, because that gets kind of like the bigger pieces kind of broken up so they're a bit smaller. And then you use just like a normal cooking mallet or whatever you've got around to kind of, I'm ripping holes in the bag. That's not good. Yeah. I'm not really the best one to teach you guys how to cook, but I'll do it anyway. You're just going to want to mash it like this, get the pieces a bit smaller, because what this is going to do is these Oreos are going to be your crust. And if I could make any recommendation or a tip for you guys, it would be, you need to be really careful because you're going to put these into a bowl. And if you have a big plastic, like a Ziploc bag, it'll probably be a lot better to use than a trash bag. Because I had major issues getting this into the mixing bowl. It made a huge mess and spilled everywhere. So, just gonna keep on mashing. So, the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take a half a cup of butter, which is really just 1 stick, like your average stick of butter is a half a cup. You're gonna put it in the microwave. You're gonna melt it down. Now, a tip for you is, it's already on. Okay, no, stop. Okay, I just hit 3 minutes. But it's really the best thing to do is to just watch it. I have no clue. I'm not a baker or a cooker, ironically. I have no clue how long you are supposed to melt butter for. So really just watch it, but I do know that butter is really, really easy to burn. So you just gotta watch it and make sure that it's not. Okay, so as you can see, I've already put the mashed Oreos into the bowl. And I didn't really think you needed to see the dumping because it was kind of horrifying. So you're going to take the melted butter and you're going to pour it over. You're going to grab your trusty little Kool-Aid man spoon and you're just going to mix the butter and your cookie crumbs kind of like this in like a round motion. So, because what you're going to do is, how that's going to work out is that'll make it so, because this is your crust. So this is going to be so when you push this into the bottom of your pan, what it's going to do is the butter is going to make it so the crust hardens. You're just going to you're going to mash it down so it's nice and firm in the bottom. I'm always eating cookies. Yeah, you're just going to mash it, and it needs to be nice and hard because you got to remember that this is your crust, even though they were once beautiful living Oreos, if Oreos are alive. Yep, so you're just going to keep mashing, and you want to make sure that it's not spread on there too thick, because no one likes to have there be more crust than actual pie. But you also don't want it to be too thin, because then it's kind of going to fall apart. So now that you've mixed your Oreo and your butter, what you're going to do is you're going to take a pan, and it needs to either be a 9-inch, like, I think, some kind of title with the word spring in it. I don't know. Ask someone who knows how to cook. Cake pan, or a, this is a 13 by 9 like inch regular pan, and you're just gonna kind of scoop it in like so. And it might be kind of sticky because you've used the butter. Yeah, see, like right there, it gets really sticky. And so now here's the fun part. You're ready to get all dirty. So basically just gonna mash it down. So just so you know, the stove is not on. I'm just running out of counter space. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take softened ice cream, and I may or may not have let this soften too well, but it doesn't matter since it's going back in the freezer at some point. Oh yeah, definitely a little soft. There's a piece. There's pieces. That'll actually, honestly, that'll make it easier to mix, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna take Cool Whip, and you're gonna get it into one of these. It's a cup. So you're gonna get, after you have your ice cream, which again, I used 1.75 quarts of ice cream. You're gonna get, I'm getting so messy, it's not even funny. Like I said, this is a messy recipe, which is kind of what makes it fun. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna get one nice cup on there, and that's the beauty of these kind of cups. Get it? This all looks so appealing, does it not? Does this not? I mean, this just looks like gourmet. I should be on Gordon Ramsay's shows right now. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the Cool Whip needs to be thawed. Probably not this soft. Like I said, I'm not a cook, which is probably not smart, but whatever. So there's your second cup, and you're just gonna dump it in there. So now that it's in the bowl, what you're going to do is you're just going to mix it to get, that is way too soft. Although it was kind of, I didn't mix it well enough, and it wasn't soft enough the first time, so, well, I mean, we'll try it. So yeah, you're just going to mix it up, and once it's mixed, I think that's mixed, you're going to take, this place is a mess, I am so sorry. You're going to take your fancy schmancy little pie crust, and what you're going to do is you're going to take the ice cream, and you're going to, I mean, I'm trying to look at you, my audience, and still do this without screwing up. What you're going to do is you're going to basically just kind of put this in the pie crust, like so. And then you might have to use your hand some, because you're going to want to spread it evenly. So, I mean, this is not the most common recipe. I actually got this recipe from my grandma. She makes this every year at Christmas time, so I'm not sure if you've ever even heard of this, but I'm sure all of you know what apple pie is like. And don't worry, some of your crust might lift up and get in the ice cream. That's perfectly fine. But apple pie, for example, this is like the apples that you put in the middle. It's your filling, so you're just going to want to spread it evenly. See what I mean? I mean, it called for slightly more ice cream than this, but it's honestly, I still have a lot left, and so far, I mean, this is the second cake like this that I've made, and everything has been just dandy, and it's all over my hands. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take hot fudge. You want to warm it up a little bit so it's easy to spread, but if you spread it up too much, okay, backtrack, forgot a step. After you put the ice cream in, you're going to freeze it. You're going to put it in your freezer and let it freeze till it's all nice and hard. It says in the recipe to let it freeze for 3 hours. This was only in there for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and it's fine. But yeah, you do that. Then you take it out and you get your hot fudge. If you heat it up too much, it's obviously going to melt your ice cream, but you want to heat it a little so it's easy to spread it. You take 1 cup. You're actually going to use 2 cups, but right now I only have 1. I love that these cups push down. That looks delicious, does it not? And you're just going to take it and you're going to spread it all over the top until it completely covers the cake. Like so. So we've finally reached the last step. So you're going to take some mints or candy canes or whatever you have around and you're going to crush them up. Now, I figured I already did a good enough job of showing you how to crush things, so I kind of cut that step out of the video. But yeah, these are my crushed up mints. And you're really just going to take them and kind of sprinkle them over the top. This went in the freezer for a little while, and I know some of the ice cream got like on top of the hot fudge. The hot fudge gave me a lot of trouble. Now it says to use 2 cups, but I found personally that 2 cups wasn't enough, so I just kind of added more till it looked right. You basically just need enough to cover the cake. So yeah, you're going to sprinkle this on top, and you are done. Now, that is the finished product. And it can be served with kind of however you want. Like, the way that my grandma always serves it is she'll take a slice, she'll cut it, and she'll put like kind of like a spoonful of Cool Whip on top, and then she'll add a little bit more candy canes like sprinkled on top, and then a little bit of hot fudge. So after you follow these steps, just do whatever you want to make the cake your own. And so your last step, I kind of lied, is to clean the kitchen. As you can see, a very large mess has been made. And my mom is probably going to kill me. So, we have destroyed the kitchen.
That's true.
Just make sure you clean it well.
Cleaning the kitchen.
Yeah, wonderful.
Hey,
My mom
Julia.
tried to yell at me like, oh.
Juliet. I think we know what we got to say about cleaning this kitchen.
What? Oh, I know.
So Julia just dropped the cookies on the floor. How does it feel to drop cookies?
They're getting crushed anyway. Stop.
Don't die.
Stop filming me.
Julia, can I lick the spoon?
No, because we're using it again. Will you stop filming me at random times?
No, it's funny. Be thankful I didn't videotape like you shoving that cookie in your mouth.
If you weren't filming me right now, you'd be getting slapped. Don't get her.
That was adorable.
A goose.
Lies, no. Come on, just do it. Come on, do it. Come on, crumple it
No,
up.
I don't have.
There it is.
Jim Carrey.
He's not
Still
Jim
my
Carrey.
favorite. Still my favorite.
Don't trust me with the video camera. Lesson learned. Don't cook with Julia. Lesson learned. Oh no, I like cookies.
Found it.
So this is Julia. Does she not look gorgeous?
I dropped the butter.